Hey friend, I'm back from a incentive trip to Vegas where I had so much fun. I retired from the army on Friday and Monday had an incentive trip to Vegas. So what a way to celebrate, right? It was so cute because everybody that I saw there was like, "How does it feel to be retired?" I was like, "I have no idea. I'm in Vegas and this is day one." like no clue. So if you missed it, I retired from the army March 31st, flew out to an amazing incentive trip. Shout out to all my girls who were there and everybody that I met, and those of you who are podcast listeners that were there. It was just so great. And like, who doesn't love free trips and free traveling? So now I'm back, and this is like now actual work week one where I'm getting my act together and working for myself. And it's day 3 within that week, and it's been so much fun. I think that the thing that I am most excited about is, well, number one, resting, because like I'm tired. Number two, with rest comes creativity and getting my creativity back and getting in a mood where I am excited and just flowing with ideas to create content for you, whether that be podcast or Instagram or TikTok or whatever. So, anyways, definitely putting out more content this week already, which is super exciting. And I'm here today to talk about something that just kind of came up naturally today. So I figured I might as well record this. And my goal is to have this be an episode where you can share with new people or potentially new recruits. Now, look, I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal experiences, but if you're a listener of this podcast is not aimed to sway you towards or against any kind of company or anything like that. Like, it's not anything other than to just serve you and help you. And so I'm going to share some stuff about my personal experience in starting my business, but it'll apply to anyone. So what I want to talk to you about today is how to start a business when you're scared. Like how to start in network marketing or direct sales or affiliate marketing, social selling, whatever variation of that you are doing. I want to give you a very simple roadmap that is not intimidating, that literally anyone can do and no one can screw up. Are you ready? So this is my strategy. Oh, by the way, I have done this the wrong way before. And finally, when I switched companies last year, I was able to do this the right way. So I have learned and I have screwed this up, and I've seen a million people either switch companies or start new in this industry. And this is kind of based on all of that experience. So if you are looking to become a brand partner with any kind of business, I'm going to give you 3 steps to start your business and take a lot of the pressure and a lot of the fear off of you. How does that sound? Number 1, super simple step. Tell everybody you know, both online and in person, that you've started a business and that you have no clue what you're doing. I know, you're like, what? Huh? Yep, I want you to tell everybody that you're absolutely scared, assuming that you're scared, that you started a new business and you have no clue what you're doing. This will become evident why you want to do that. That's a very simple step, right? Hey guys, I just started a shampoo business. I'm absolutely terrified. It's going to be a journey. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I hope that if you need hair, help with your hair, that you'd reach out to me. Or if you don't, that's fine too. Just follow along. Something like that. I just kind of made that up. That would be an example of a post or a text that you could send to people. Okay. That's step number 1. Tell everybody you know that you've started a business and you have no freaking clue what you're doing. Step number 2. Tell people why you're starting your business. Now, this is the most important part. Well, I don't know, I guess maybe arguably telling people that you have a business is more important. But anyways, after you've done that, this is very important. Tell people why you're starting your business. Now look, someone may or may not need help with their hair or weight loss or makeup or whatever it is that you're selling, right? They might not care at all because they already have a shampoo or they already have a makeup or they already have a personal trainer or whatever, right? They're not necessarily looking for what you have. But when you tell them why you are starting your business, they're going to become invested. So you want to say something like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm starting this business because I want more money to pay for diapers. I want to save more money for my vacation fund. Maybe it's something like, I want to hire a house cleaner because I'm freaking burnt out and tired of cleaning my own house. Maybe you want to pay off your car loan. Maybe You have plans to dominate the world. I don't really care what your goal is. It doesn't have to be some big lofty goal, right? It could just be, hey, I'd like to go out to dinner more often. And with inflation and craziness happening around the world, like we all need to be making more money. You're going to tell people why you're starting your business. You don't have to go into details if you don't want to, anything like that. Share as much or as little as you're comfortable with, but just share a reason. It doesn't have to be the only reason. Maybe you have 5 different reasons. Just share 1 or 2 big reasons why you want to do this. The reason why that is so crucial is because, again, people will buy into your why and people will be able to relate, even if it's not their why. So I don't have kids, but if someone said, hey, I'm looking to pay for diapers, I can obviously understand how stressful that might be if people don't have money for diapers. Like, people can clearly have empathy and relate and want to support you regardless of whether they are in that same situation. So don't worry if you think that people are going to judge you for your why or that it's not important enough. It doesn't have to make people cry. None of that nonsense. Just tell them what you're interested in doing. For me, since I started in network marketing, it was always to be able to work for myself when I got out of the military. And I will tell you that as I've shared that why over the years, people have bought into that like crazy. Like I have people sending me that I've physically never even met, people sending me gifts and flowers and congratulating me on achieving that goal. And I've literally never even met them face to face. Like, how crazy is that? People will buy into your journey more than you will ever know. And a lot of people will silently buy into your journey. So don't worry about if you're not getting a lot of feedback, or maybe if you don't have a big audience and you're not getting a lot of messages about it. Don't worry, people are watching. Trust me, people are watching. So again, step number 2 is tell people why you started this. And look, you could actually even just apply this to really any business that you start, if it's a brick and mortar business or anything. We're talking about social selling, so I'll continue on with that example, but it's all relevant and all applicable here. So step number 3 is you are going to simply document your journey on how you are learning your business along the way. You're going to document the successes. You're going to document the failures. You're going to document the things you screw up and the things you do well. Don't stress about being perfect, because guess what? You've already told people in step 1 that you have no clue what you're doing. So nobody, including yourself, is expecting perfection. And as a side note, perfectionism, as I'm really realizing as I get older, is really just, it's just fear, misplaced fear. I'll just leave it there. There is no such thing as perfectionism, because nobody here is perfect. Perfectionism is a mask that we wear to keep ourselves from seemingly being judged, but it doesn't really work anyway. So you can throw that all out the window. Maybe I should do a whole episode on perfectionism and get some actual experts in here. Anyways, I digress. So you want to document your successes and your failures and things that you learn along the way. So in my example of me starting my shampoo business, don't come out like you know everything about hair and shampoo unless you do. Okay, fine. If you're an expert in the field already, great. But for most people, including most of the people that you recruit into your business, they are not going to be an expert. So you've already told people that you don't know what you're doing. So all you've got to do is share the actual things that you're doing and what you're learning. So what I did, and I should probably go back to some of this, is I said, hey guys, I know the shampoo that I use for my hair, and I understand that it works really well for me, but not everything is going to be universal. Not everybody always uses the same products. And again, this is the same for makeup or weight loss or whatever industry you're in. You want to share what you learn. So I was telling people, okay, I have someone who has blonde, straight, thin, fine hair, and here is how I'm going to figure out what to recommend for that person. And I show them that I have a chart that tells me what to recommend. And I show them how to use the chart. And I show them that I also have a chat that I can ask for help in. And I also have a Facebook group that I can ask for help in if I'm unsure of my recommendation. So someone potentially thinking, hey, I might actually like to do that too, because maybe I also need money for diapers. They're not going to talk themselves out of it, because you're basically like overcoming their objections. This is the great marketing in all of this, right? Not only is it simple to do, but it's great marketing. You're showing people you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to know all the blonde hair stuff if you have brunette hair. You don't need to know everything about makeup. You're not an expert in the field. So share what you're doing. Share who you're being mentored by. Share some tidbits about things that you've learned. Share that you may have made a mistake, etc., etc., etc. People will fall in love with watching you succeed and grow over time. And this will be something that they will respect. And even if they don't join you as a business partner, they may decide that because you're so passionate about it and they want to support you, that maybe they'll be a customer of yours. Or maybe it's not appropriate for them to be a customer of yours, but they'll keep you in mind when, maybe an opportunity to give you a referral comes up. Or they'll just watch you and cheer you on, which Lord knows we could all use more of that in this world, right? So the goal is not necessarily to convert everyone to be a customer. This is just how you're going to present yourself into the world and launch your business and do it without fear, because nothing I've explained here is scary. I mean, yes, I guess you could make an argument that showing up online and showing up on camera is a little bit scary, but that's just going to be part of what we have to all get over. The real fear comes with I don't know what I'm doing. Well, guess what? None of us do. Nobody does. We're all just figuring it out as we go. So if you come out in the beginning and say you have no clue what you're doing and tell people why you're doing it and then document that journey, I swear to you from experience and all the times I've seen this done really, really well, that people will love you for it. So if that seems achievable to you, I want you to see if you can put that into action. Or if that is something that you've already put into action, like you've already done this, your business is growing, you don't need to kind of relaunch or anything like that, use this as an episode of the podcast or just a formula that you can share with the people that you recruit or the people that are prospects for you. And you can say, look, I know that this might seem intimidating. I know I've been in this business a while, but I have a really simple formula that takes the pressure off you when you're new to the business. Would you like to hear it? And there you go, and you can share this. So I hope that this helps. You can also directly share this episode if you know someone that's starting out in business. Again, if you have a prospect that you've been talking to, or just someone that needs some encouragement. You can also use this to relaunch your business. So maybe you've fallen off and maybe you haven't been doing what you should be doing. Like maybe you haven't been prospecting, you haven't been posting. You can basically just say, I'm relaunching my business and here's why. And then take them on the journey and use the same thing. Don't worry about the fact that you've already been a brand partner for 2 years. Nobody cares. Don't overthink it. Use this formula. Tell everyone that you started a business and that you're still learning. You have no clue what you're doing. Tell people why you're doing it and then document your journey along the way. That's it. So stinking simple. I really, really believe that this is going to help someone. If this helps you or helps anyone in your team or just anyone that you've been talking to, please post this to your Instagram stories, tag me in it. I would love to see it. And I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, did you know that I have a free caption list for you to steal? And I know you've probably downloaded one before from somebody along the way somewhere, and it hasn't been that great, but I am giving you just formulas that you can plug and play your business information into and use forever and ever, over and over again. And I promise you, they will be great and they will stand the test of time. If you want that caption list, go to the show notes below this podcast episode or go to my website at sorayagoddard.com and you will see it on the homepage of my website. Opt into that. You'll be on my email list. You'll get all the goodness, including the caption list, as well as notifications for all the good stuff that I'm launching coming up soon. Hope to see you on my email list.